following broadcast is a work of pure fiction. Listener discretion is advised. If you enjoy this chilling and spine-tingling narration, please show your support by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing to our channel. Good evening, everyone. This is Danny Masters, and you're listening to Night Drive Radio on 104.7 FM. It's 11 p.m. on a Tuesday night, and I hope you're all staying safe out there. Before we get to the music, I need to talk about something serious. I know you've heard the rumors. I know you've seen the posts online. And I'm here to tell you that some of it is true. The authorities don't want me saying this. They called the station 3 times today. But I've been doing this job for 15 years, and I've never lied to you folks. I'm not starting now. Something is happening in our city. People are going missing. Not 1 or 2 people. We're talking about 47 people in the last week alone. That's not normal. That's not a coincidence. My producer Sarah is shaking her head at me right now. She's making the cut it out gesture. But Sarah, you know I'm right. Your own neighbor disappeared 2 days ago. Tell them. Tell them what you saw. Okay. She's not going to talk. But I will. Here's what we know. The disappearances started in the downtown area, near the old district where they're renovating those buildings from the 1800s. You know the ones. The mayor cut the ribbon 3 weeks ago for that big restoration project. They were turning it into shops and apartments. Fancy stuff, expensive stuff. The construction workers were the first to notice something weird. They'd show up in the morning and their tools would be scattered everywhere. Gates they'd locked would be wide open. Then, one of them, a guy named Marcus Chen, he went down into the basement of Building 7. He was checking the foundation. That was 5 days ago. Nobody's seen him since. His truck is still parked outside, keys in the ignition, wallet on the dashboard, like he just vanished into thin air. The police said he probably ran off. Work stress, they said. But Marcus had a wife and 2 kids. He coached Little League. He wasn't the type to just disappear. And he wasn't the only one. 3 more workers went missing that same week. Then it spread. People in the neighborhoods nearby. A college student walking home. A nurse leaving her shift. An old man walking his dog at sunset. Here's the thing that connects them all. Every single person disappeared after dark. Not one disappearance happened during the day. Not one. The police won't admit that pattern, but it's there. Clear as day. Or should I say, clear as night. Now I'm going to tell you something that sounds crazy, but I need you to hear me out. I have a source. Someone who works for the city. They don't want their name used because they could lose their job. This person sent me photos yesterday. Photos from the basement of Building 7, where Marcus Chen disappeared. There are symbols on the walls down there. Old symbols. Carved into the stone. The city tried to clean them off, but they keep coming back. My source says they brought in a historian from the university, a professor who studies old languages and cultures. She took one look at those symbols and walked out, quit the consulting job on the spot. Wouldn't explain why, just said she couldn't be part of it. But someone else talked, a graduate student who was there with her. He told my source what those symbols mean. They're protection marks, wards. The kind people used to carve to keep evil things locked away. And here's the scary part. Someone broke those wards. Recently, you can see the damage. Fresh chisel marks. Like someone wanted to open whatever was sealed down there. I know what you're thinking. Danny's lost his mind. Danny's been reading too many horror stories. But explain this to me. Explain why the blood bank got robbed last night. Not for money. Not for drugs. Someone broke in and stole 60 pints of blood. Just blood. Nothing else. The security footage shows a figure in a long coat, moving so fast the cameras could barely catch it. In one frame they're at the door, next frame they're across the room. No human moves like that. And the hospitals. 3 hospitals have reported strange incidents. Patients drained of blood but no wounds on their bodies. Just 2 small marks on their necks. The doctors can't explain it. They're calling it a new disease, an infection. But diseases don't leave bite marks. Diseases don't make people move like shadows. The mayor held a press conference this afternoon. He said everything is under control. He said the missing persons cases are unrelated. He said we should stay calm and go about our normal lives. But then he announced a curfew. Starting tomorrow night, everyone needs to be indoors by 9 p.m. Police will be patrolling. The National Guard is being called in. Does that sound like everything is under control to you? Listen to me very carefully. I don't know exactly what's happening, but I know it's dangerous. I know people are dying, and I know the officials aren't telling us the truth. So I'm going to stay on the air, all night, every night. Until this is over, I'm going to keep you informed. informed, keep you updated, keep you safe as best I can. Stay inside after dark. Lock your doors, lock your windows. Don't invite anyone into your house unless you're absolutely sure you know them. Keep your phone charged, stay together. Don't go anywhere alone. We're gonna get through this together, I promise you that. Now let's take our first caller. The lines are open. Tell me what you've seen. Welcome back to Night Drive Radio. This is Danny Masters, and it's now midnight. We've been flooded with calls. The switchboard is completely lit up. Sarah says we have over 200 people trying to get through. We're going to take as many as we can. But first, I need to share something that just happened. While we were on that commercial break, someone came to the station. They knocked on the front door. Our security camera shows a woman standing there. Young, maybe 25, dark hair, pale skin, very pale. She looked directly at the camera and smiled. Then she was gone. Not walked away. Gone. Like she blinked out of existence. Sarah saw it happen live on the monitor. She screamed. I don't blame her. But that's not the strangest part. When we checked the recording, it's corrupted, static, like something interfered with it. The only other time that happened was when we had a lightning strike hit the building. But there's no storm tonight. The sky is clear. Let's go to our first caller. This is Maria from the east side. Maria, you're on the air. Maria, thank you for taking my call. I'm scared, Danny. I'm really scared. My daughter didn't come home tonight. She's 17. She went to study at her friend's house. She was supposed to be back by 10. I've been calling her phone. Nothing. I called her friend's mom. She said the girls never showed up. They never made it there. Danny, I'm so sorry. Have you called the police? Maria, yes. They took a report. But they said there's nothing they can do until she's been missing for 24 hours. 24 hours! My baby is out there somewhere and they want me to wait. I saw the news about the curfew. I know something bad is happening. Please, if anyone sees a girl, brown hair, wearing a blue jacket, please call me. Please. Danny, Maria, I'm putting your number on our website right now. Everyone listening, help this mother find her daughter. Maria, stay on the line. Sarah's going to get your information. We're going to do everything we can. That was hard to hear. Next caller, this is Thomas from downtown. Go ahead, Thomas. Thomas, Danny, I work nights. Security guard at the convention center. I'm there right now. I need to tell you what I saw an hour ago. I was doing my rounds on the 3rd floor, the parking garage level. All the lights went out, every single one. Emergency lights too. I pulled out my flashlight and I heard something. Footsteps, but not normal footsteps. They were too light, too fast. I shined my light toward the sound and I saw them. 3 people, standing in the shadows. They weren't moving, just standing there, watching me. I called out, asked if they needed help. No answer. I took a step toward them and they scattered, disappeared into the darkness. But Danny, here's the thing. When my light hit them, I didn't see any shadows. They cast no shadows on the wall behind them. Nothing. I ran back to my office, locked the door. I'm looking at the security cameras right now. There's nobody on any of the floors, nobody in the garage, but I can hear them walking around, whispering. I don't know what to do. Thomas, listen to me. Can you leave the building? Thomas, my car is in the garage. I'd have to go through there to get out. Danny, is there another exit? Any other way out? Thomas, there's a fire exit on the ground floor, but I'd have to go down 2 flights of stairs, in the dark. Danny, Thomas, I need you to call 911 right now. Stay in your office. Keep that door locked. Don't open it for anyone. Not until the police arrive. Do you understand? Thomas, okay. I'm calling them now. Please keep talking, Danny. I don't want to be alone with those sounds. Danny, I'm here. Thomas, I'm not going anywhere. Everyone, Thomas is going to stay on the line with Sarah while I take more calls. Sarah, keep him on. Make sure he's okay. This is getting worse. Next caller. This is Father Miguel from St. Anthony's Church. Father, what do you need to tell us? Father Miguel, Danny, thank you for what you're doing. The people need truth right now. I'm calling because something happened at the church tonight. During evening prayers, there were 12 of us in the sanctuary. Old Mrs. Patterson, the Gonzalez family, a few others. We were praying for the missing people, for protection. The front doors opened. A man walked in. I'd never seen him before. Tall, dressed in old-fashioned clothes, like something from 100 years ago, a long black coat. He walked down the aisle toward us. I stood up, welcomed him, invited him to join our prayer. He stopped at the front pew. He looked at me. His eyes, Danny, they were wrong. The color was wrong. Red, like blood. He opened his mouth and I saw his teeth. Sharp, too sharp. He said one word. hungry. Then he looked at the cross above the altar. He screamed, a horrible sound, like an animal in pain. He covered his face with his hands and ran out, faster than anyone should be able to run. Mrs. Patterson fainted. The children were crying. We locked all the doors, checked all the windows. We're still here. Nobody wants to leave. We're too afraid. Father Miguel, I've heard stories like this before, in books, in movies. I never thought I'd hear it in real life. Did the cross protect you? The holy symbols? Danny, I believe it did. When he looked at it, he couldn't come closer. The old ways still hold power. That's what I want your listeners to know. These things, whatever they are, they fear the sacred. They fear faith, holy water, crosses, garlic. I know it sounds like superstition, but tonight I saw proof. Danny, Father, thank you for sharing this. Everyone listening, you heard what Father Miguel said. If you have religious symbols in your home, keep them visible. If you don't, maybe it's time to get some. We're going to take a quick break, then more calls. Stay with me. You're back with Night Drive Radio. Danny Masters here. It's 12:30 a.m., and I need to update you on Thomas, the security guard from the convention center. The police arrived. They searched the building. They found nothing. No signs of anyone else there, but Thomas swears he heard them. He's being escorted home right now. Sarah's still on the phone with him, making sure he gets there safely. We also have news about Maria's daughter. Someone called in. They saw a girl matching the description near the old downtown district, near Building 7. Maria is heading there now with police. Please let that girl be safe. Please let this have a good ending. Phone lines are still jammed. We're getting emails too, hundreds of them. People sharing their stories, their sightings. I'm going to read some of these. Names will be withheld for privacy. First email. This person says they work at the morgue. They came in for their shift tonight and found something disturbing. 3 bodies that were brought in yesterday are missing. The cold storage units were open from the inside. From the inside, the locks were broken, bent outward. Security footage shows nothing, just static. The same kind of static we got on our camera. The bodies that are missing. They were people with no family, no one to claim them, no one to notice they're gone. This person thinks that's not a coincidence. They think something took those bodies for a reason. Next email. This is from a high school teacher. She says one of her students came to class yesterday acting strange. A boy named Kevin, usually quiet and shy, but yesterday he was different, aggressive. He got into a fight with another student over nothing. When the teacher separated them, she saw Kevin's face up close. His skin was cold, ice cold. She touched his hand and it felt like touching a corpse. She sent him to the nurse. The nurse took his temperature. It read 82 degrees. That's not possible for a living person. That's hypothermia. That's death. They called Kevin's parents. His mother came to pick him up. But here's the strange part. His mother looked exactly the same. Cold, pale, both of them left together. The teacher hasn't seen Kevin since. She checked with the office today. Kevin's family withdrew him from school, said they were moving away immediately. No forwarding address. Another email. This one makes my blood run cold. It's from someone who works at City Hall. They have access to records. They looked up Building 7, the building where all this started. It has a history, a dark history. In 1887, there was a mass murder in that building. It used to be a hotel, the Grand Pacific Hotel. 32 people died in one night, guests and staff, all found with their throats torn open, drained of blood. The killer was never caught. The hotel closed down. The building was abandoned for decades. But here's what's not in the public records. This person found old newspaper archives, articles that were never digitized. The reporters back then, they didn't call it murder. They called it something else. Vampire attack. They used that word, vampire. The articles describe a creature that terrorized the city for weeks, killing at night, hiding during the day. A group of citizens formed a hunting party. They tracked the creature to the hotel. They found its lair in the basement, a coffin hidden behind a false wall. They staked it, burned the body, sealed the basement with holy symbols and prayers. They thought they ended it, but what if they didn't? What if they only trapped it? And what if the construction workers broke those seals? I need to take another call. This is Detective Sarah Chen. Yes, the same last name as Marcus Chen, the missing construction worker. Detective, thank you for calling. I know you're Marcus's wife. Detective Chen, Danny, I probably shouldn't be calling your show. My captain would kill me. but I'm off duty and I'm scared for my husband. I've been investigating on my own, quietly. I've found things the department isn't talking about, things they're covering up. Danny, what kind of things? Detective Chen, evidence. At every disappearance site, small traces of blood, but not just blood, it's contaminated. The lab reports show something in it, something that shouldn't be there. The techs can't identify it. It's not bacterial, not viral, it's something else, something old. The DNA markers don't match anything in our database. And there's more. Witnesses we interviewed, the ones who saw things, saw figures in the dark, strange people who moved too fast. The department is discrediting them, calling them unreliable. But I've talked to these witnesses myself. They're not crazy. They're not making it up. They're terrified. One witness, an old man named George Pritchard. He lives across from Building 7. He sits on his porch every evening. He's been watching the construction site for weeks. He says he saw them. A group of people. They came out of the building after the workers left. Every night for the past 3 weeks. They walked through the streets, looking for something, hunting. George tried to take pictures. Every photo came out blurred, like something was interfering with his camera. But he drew what he saw, sketches. I have them. They show tall figures, pale, dressed in old clothing, and their eyes, he drew their eyes red. Danny, I think my husband found something in that basement. Something he wasn't supposed to find. And I think they took him. I think he's still alive, but I don't think he's human anymore. I've seen things that suggest the missing people are being turned, changed, made into what these creatures are. Danny, detective, why are you telling me this? Why not go to the media, the newspapers, the TV stations? Detective Chen, because they won't listen. I've tried. They think I'm a grieving wife who's lost her mind. But you, Danny, you're listening. You're telling people the truth. And people trust you. They'll listen to you when they won't listen to me. I need your help. I need people to understand what's really happening. This isn't just missing persons. This is an outbreak, an infection, and it's spreading. Every person who disappears, every person who's turned. They become part of it. They hunt, they feed, they make more of themselves. We need to stop this before the whole city is infected, before everyone we love becomes one of them. Danny, how do we stop it? Detective Chen, the old ways, fire, sunlight, decapitation, wooden stakes through the heart, holy water. I know it sounds insane, but I've been researching, reading old texts, talking to people who study folklore. These things are real. The methods to kill them are real too. We just have to believe it. We have to act. I'm organizing a group, people who are ready to fight. We're going into Building 7 tomorrow night. We're going to find the source, find where they're hiding, and we're going to end this. I need volunteers, people who are brave enough to face this. Danny, detective, you're talking about vigilante action. You could lose your job, you could get arrested. Detective Chin, I don't care. My husband is out there. Your listeners' loved ones are out there. We can't wait for the government to act. They're too slow, too cautious, too worried about panic. But people should be panicking. This is an extinction-level threat. Danny, I'm putting your number on our website. Anyone who wants to help, they can contact you. But please, everyone be careful. Don't go out alone. Don't do anything reckless. Detective Chen is trained. She knows what she's doing. We need to go to commercial. When we come back, more calls, more truth. Stay with Night Drive Radio. Welcome back. It's 1 a.m. You're listening to Night Drive Radio with Danny Masters. Before we continue with calls, I need to tell you something important. Our station manager just came into the booth, Mr. Harrison. He's been with this station for 30 years. He's never interfered with my show before, but he's here now, and he looks worried. Mr. Harrison just handed me a note. It says the mayor's office called again. They're threatening to shut us down. They say we're causing panic, spreading misinformation, endangering public safety. Mr. Harrison asked me if I want to stop, end the show early, go home. I told him no, I'm staying right here. I'm keeping you informed. Mr. Harrison nodded. He said he expected that answer. He said he's staying too. He's going to lock the front door. Nobody gets in or out until morning. We're in this together. Thank you, Mr. Harrison. You're a good man. Let's take the next caller. This is Amy from the north side. Amy, you're on the air. Amy, Danny, thank you for taking my call. I'm a nurse at Mercy Hospital. I work in the emergency room. We've been overwhelmed for the past week. People coming in with the same symptoms. Extreme fatigue, pale skin, low body temperature, wounds on their necks, 2 small punctures, always in the same place, always the same size. We've been treating them for infections, giving them antibiotics, blood transfusions, but nothing works. They get worse. They become violent, aggressive. They attack other patients, attack staff. We've had to restrain several people, put them in isolation. But here's what's really scary. They stop eating. They refuse food, but they're obsessed with blood. They try to bite people. They go crazy when they smell blood, like sharks. We had one patient break free from restraints. She attacked a doctor, bit his arm, drew blood. She was drinking it before security pulled her off. The hospital administration is calling it a new disease. They've quarantined a whole floor, put armed guards at the doors. Nobody is allowed in or out. They're testing everyone, trying to figure out what's causing it. But I know what's causing it. It's vampirism. It's real, and it's spreading through our hospital. I'm scared to go to work. Scared I'll be next. Scared I'll become one of them. But I can't quit. People need help. Medical staff is already short. If I leave, who will take care of the patients? Danny, what should I do? Amy, first, thank you for your service. You're a hero. You're putting yourself at risk to help others. As for what to do, I don't know. I wish I had better advice. Maybe talk to your supervisors. Demand better protection. Demand answers. And Amy, be careful. If you get bitten, if you get infected, get help immediately. Don't wait. Don't hide it. Tell someone. Amy, I will. Thank you, Danny. Please keep doing what you're doing. People need to know the truth. Next caller. This is Professor Elizabeth Ward. I recognize that name. You're the historian from the university. The one who looked at the symbols in Building 7. Professor Ward, yes. I heard Detective Chen mention my involvement. I need to correct the record. I didn't quit because I was scared. I quit because I knew what those symbols meant. And I knew the city wouldn't listen to my warnings. Those symbols are ancient, pre-Christian. They're binding wards, designed to contain something evil, something powerful. The people who carved them knew what they were dealing with. They knew the danger. They took every precaution to make sure it stayed locked away. But someone broke them, recently, deliberately. This wasn't an accident. Someone knew what they were releasing. Someone wanted it free. Danny, why would anyone do that? Professor Ward, power, control. There are people who study the occult, who believe they can harness dark forces, use them for their own purposes. I think someone opened that seal intentionally, thinking they could control what came out, but they were wrong. You can't control a vampire, especially not an old one, not one that's been locked away for over a century. These creatures are cunning, patient. They've had more than 100 years to think, to plan, to grow hungry. When they finally got free, they didn't just want blood, they wanted revenge. They wanted to rebuild their power, create an army. That's what's happening now. They're turning people, building their numbers. Soon they'll have enough to take over completely. And then it won't be an outbreak, it'll be a war. Professor Ward, how do we fight back? Danny, we use what worked before, what the people in 1887 used. Fire, sunlight, sacred objects, and we find the source, the original vampire, the one who was sealed in the basement. Kill that one and the rest lose their leader, their strength. It might even reverse the process for newly turned victims. Save them before they're completely lost. Danny, do you know who the original vampire is? Do you have a name? Professor Ward. I found references in old documents, a name that appeared multiple times in police reports, witness statements, news articles. The name was Victor Dragan. He claimed to be a Romanian aristocrat, came to America in the 1880s, settled in our city, bought the Grand Pacific Hotel. That was his hunting ground. He was charming, wealthy, popular in high society. Nobody suspected him, not until the bodies started appearing. By then it was too late. He'd already created others, a small coven. They worked together, hunted together. When the citizens finally organized against them, they found Victor in the hotel basement. They staked him, but they couldn't burn the body. The hotel was full of people. A fire would kill innocents, so they sealed him instead, trapped him in his coffin, warded the basement, hoped he would eventually die of starvation. But vampires don't die from starvation. They hibernate, wait, endure. And when someone finally broke those seals, he woke up, hungry, angry, more powerful than ever. Professor Ward, where is he now? Danny, I don't know, but I'm working with Detective Chen. We're trying to find him. We think he's still using the building as a base. The construction created perfect hiding places, blocked off areas, sealed rooms, places where sunlight can't reach. He's smart, he's hidden, but we'll find him. Professor Ward, thank you for sharing this. Everyone listening, now we know what we're dealing with. Victor Dragon, the original vampire, he's the target. He's the key to ending this. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, I have something special planned. A message of hope. Stay with me. You're back with Night Drive Radio. It's 1:30 in the morning. Danny Masters here, and I'm not going anywhere. Before we continue, I want to share some good news. Maria's daughter has been found. She's safe. She was hiding in an abandoned building with some friends. They were scared. They'd heard the rumors and got paranoid. They're all okay. Maria called to thank us. Thank you, Maria. Thank God your daughter is safe. But we're not out of danger yet. The phones are still ringing. The emails keep coming. People are seeing things all over the city. This outbreak is worse than we thought. It's not contained to downtown anymore. It's spreading to every neighborhood, every district. I want to read an email from someone claiming to be inside the mayor's office. They're anonymous, but the details check out. This person says there's been an emergency meeting tonight. The mayor, the police chief, the head of emergency services. The governor was on speakerphone. They're discussing martial law, complete lockdown, nobody in or out of the city. They're calling in the military, not just the National Guard, active military units. This person says the governor wants to quarantine the entire city, seal it off, let the outbreak run its course inside while protecting the rest of the state. In other words, they're willing to sacrifice us to save everyone else. But some officials are fighting back. They want to evacuate, get people out before it's too late. There's a huge argument happening right now about what to do. Meanwhile, we're stuck in the middle, in danger, without clear guidance. I'm angry, I'm tired, I'm scared, but I'm also determined. We're going to survive this. We're going to fight back, and we're going to win. Let me take another call. This is Father Miguel again. Father, do you have more to tell us? Father Miguel, yes, Danny. More people have come to the church. We now have 50 people here. Families, children, elderly. They heard what I said earlier about holy ground, about sacred protection. They came seeking sanctuary, and I've opened our doors. Everyone is welcome. We've turned the church into a shelter. People are bringing supplies, food, water, blankets, flashlights. We're organizing watches, making sure nobody goes outside alone. We've blessed all the entrances, put crosses on every door and window, hung garlic in the doorways. I know it seems medieval, but tonight the medieval works. And Danny, something amazing happened an hour ago. A rabbi called me, Rabbi Cohen from Temple Beth Israel. He's doing the same thing at his synagogue, opening it as a sanctuary. Then Pastor Johnson from First Baptist called, same thing. Then the imam from the Islamic Center. All across the city, religious leaders are opening their doors, offering protection. We're coordinating, sharing resources, creating a network of safe houses. If people can make it to any house of worship, any sacred ground, they'll be protected. We're stronger together, all faiths united against this darkness. Father Miguel, that's incredible. That's exactly what we need. Unity, cooperation. Everyone listening, you heard Father Miguel. Get to a church, synagogue, mosque, temple, any holy place. You'll be safe there. Father, one question. What about people who aren't religious? Will the holy places still protect them? Father Miguel, yes. The protection comes from the sacred ground itself, from centuries of prayer and faith. It doesn't matter if you believe or not. The vampires believe. They fear these places. That's what matters. Everyone is welcome. Everyone will be protected. Thank you, Father. You're doing God's work. Next caller, this is Officer Mike Rodriguez. Officer, what can you tell us? Officer Rodriguez. Danny, I'm calling from my patrol car. I'm downtown right now, near Building 7. I volunteered for the night shift because I wanted to see for myself. I wanted to know if everything people are saying is true. And Danny, it's true. It's all true. I've been watching this building for 2 hours. At first, nothing. Just a dark, empty construction site. But then, around midnight, they came out. 5 of them, maybe 6. Moving in the shadows. They're wearing dark clothes, moving fast. Too fast. They split up, went in different directions, hunting. I followed one of them, kept my distance, used my night vision binoculars. The figure went to a residential street, stopped outside a house with lights on, people inside. The figure just stood there, watching, waiting. Then the lights went out. Someone inside was going to bed. The figure moved to the door. I couldn't see exactly what happened next, but the front door opened. From the inside, like someone invited them in. The figure went inside. 5 minutes later, they came out. Not alone. Someone was with them. A man, walking stiffly, like a zombie, following the figure back toward Building 7. I should have intervened. I should have stopped them. But I was frozen. I couldn't move. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. By the time I got my courage back, they were gone. Disappeared into the construction site. I called it in, reported what I saw. Dispatch told me to return to the station. Said I was probably tired, seeing things. But I'm not crazy. I know what I saw. And now I'm scared that man is being turned. Right now, he's becoming one of them. Officer Rodriguez, did you get the address? The house where this happened? Officer Rodriguez, yes. I'm going back there now. I need to check on the family. Make sure they're okay. Warn them about what happened. Officer Rodriguez, be careful. Don't go in alone. Wait for backup. Officer Rodriguez, I'm a cop, Danny. I can't just leave people in danger. I have to check. I have to help. I'll be careful. I promise. Danny, Officer Rodriguez, please call us back. Let us know you're okay. Everyone listening, send good thoughts to Officer Rodriguez. He's putting himself at risk to help others. Let's take one more call before the break. This is anonymous. Just anonymous. Go ahead. Anonymous. I can't give my name, but I work for a pharmaceutical company. Big one. We've been researching the blood samples from the infected patients, trying to develop a cure, or at least a treatment, and we've found something that might work. The contamination in the blood. It's like a virus, but more complex. It rewrites DNA, changes cellular structure, makes the body reject normal food, crave blood, become photosensitive. All the classic vampire traits. But it's biological, not supernatural, which means it can be treated. We've created a prototype serum. It's based on antibodies from people who've been bitten but haven't turned. Yes, some people are immune. Not many, but a few. We've isolated what makes them resistant and weaponized it. The serum neutralizes the vampire virus, reverses the transformation, at least in early stages. We've tested it on lab mice. It works, but we need human trials. We need to test it on an infected person, soon, before they're completely turned. We have maybe 72 hours after infection before the transformation is permanent. After that, nothing can save them. I'm sharing this because people need hope. There is a cure. We're close. We just need time. And we need people to hold on. Survive. Don't give up. Help is coming. Anonymous, this is huge. When will the serum be ready? When can people get it? Anonymous, if we get approval, maybe a week. But the government is slow. Bureaucracy, red tape, they want more tests, more data. Meanwhile, people are dying, people are being turned. We're running out of time. I'm trying to push it through faster, but I need public pressure. I need people demanding this cure, demanding action. Anonymous, everyone listening, you heard that. There's a cure. Contact your representatives, your officials. Demand they approve this treatment. Demand they act now. Lives depend on it. We're gonna break. When we come back, more news, more calls, more truth. This is Night Drive Radio, and we're staying on the air all night. Stay with me. Night Drive Radio, 2 a.m. Danny Masters here, still alive, still broadcasting, still fighting. If you're just tuning in, here's what you need to know. Vampires are real. They're in our city. They're spreading. But we're fighting back, and we're not giving up. I want to give you an update on several things. First, Officer Rodriguez. He checked on that house. The family is okay. Shaken, but okay. The man who was taken, his name is Robert Thompson. His wife reported him missing an hour ago. Officer Rodriguez is working with Detective Chen to find him, hopefully before he's fully turned. Second, the pharmaceutical company developing the cure. They've got a name now, Gentech Industries. They're based right here in our city. They released an official statement 20 minutes ago. They're fast-tracking the cure. Human trials begin tomorrow morning. They're asking for volunteers, people who've been bitten but are still in early stages. If that's you, contact Gentech. You might be saved. Third, the network of sanctuaries, the holy places offering protection. We've got a complete list now. 15 churches, 4 synagogues, 3 mosques, 2 temples, and 1 community center that's been blessed by representatives from all faiths. These locations are safe. They're accepting refugees. Go there if you can. But here's the problem: transportation. The curfew is in effect. Police are stopping anyone on the streets. The buses stopped running at midnight. People are trapped in their homes. They can't get to safety. We need to solve this. We need safe passage, escorts, something. Detective Chen is working on it. She's organizing volunteer patrols, groups of armed citizens who will escort people to sanctuaries. It's risky, it's dangerous, but it's necessary. If you want to volunteer, contact the number on our website. But please, only if you're prepared. Only if you understand the danger. Now let's take more calls. This is Dr. James Hartford. I know you, Doctor. You're the head of infectious diseases at Mercy Hospital. Thank you for calling. Dr. Hartford, Danny, I need to correct some misinformation. The nurse who called earlier, Amy, she was right about what she saw, but she was wrong about one thing. This isn't vampirism in the supernatural sense. It's a disease, a biological pathogen, and diseases can be cured. We've been studying it intensely, working with Gentech. We believe we understand how it works now. The pathogen enters through the bloodstream, usually through a bite. It targets the brain first, changes neurochemistry, creates intense cravings. Then it spreads to other organs, alters metabolism, makes the body reject sunlight. The UV radiation becomes painful, even deadly. The eyes become photosensitive, hence the red appearance in certain lighting. But the victims are still human. They're sick, infected, but they can be saved. We need to stop calling them vampires. That word makes them seem like monsters, like they're beyond help. They're not. They're patients, and we can treat them. The serum Gentech developed, it's promising. We've reviewed their data. It has a high success rate in early stages. If we can catch people within the first 48 hours, we can reverse almost all symptoms, save them, bring them back. Dr. Hartford, that's wonderful news. But what about the ones who are already fully turned? The ones who've been infected for weeks? Dr. Hartford, that's more difficult. The longer the infection progresses, the more permanent the changes become. After 72 hours, brain damage starts. After a week, it's extensive. After 2 weeks, it's irreversible. Those victims, they're lost. The person they were is gone. What's left is just the disease, just the hunger. For those cases, we have no cure. We have to treat them like any dangerous infectious disease. Quarantine, containment, and if necessary, termination. I hate saying that. I'm a doctor. I took an oath to save lives. But some lives can't be saved. Some diseases are terminal. Dr. Hartford, so Victor Dragan, the original vampire. If he's been infected for over a century, there's no saving him. Dr. Hartford, correct. He's long past any possibility of cure. He has to be destroyed, completely. Fire is most effective, burns the pathogen, prevents any chance of revival. That's what the vampire hunters of 1887 understood. Fire purifies. Fire ends it permanently. Dr. Hartford, thank you, doctor. This information is crucial. Everyone listening, you heard Dr. Hartford. These are sick people, not monsters. If they're newly infected, they can be saved. Get them to a hospital, get them the serum. But if they're too far gone, we have to protect ourselves. We have to stop the spread. Next caller, this is City Councilwoman Janet Torres. Councilwoman, thank you for calling. Are you calling officially? Councilwoman Torres? No, Danny, this is personal. I'm calling because I'm disgusted with how our government has handled this. The mayor's office has been lying, covering up, pretending everything is fine while people die. I can't be silent anymore. I can't be part of this. The mayor knew about the outbreak days ago. Before it went public, he was briefed by the health department, by the police. He knew people were disappearing, knew about the attacks, but he chose to hide it. He didn't want panic, didn't want to hurt tourism, didn't want to damage the city's reputation. Well, guess what? Now it's worse. Now we have a full-blown crisis, and his secrecy made it harder to respond. People weren't prepared. They didn't take precautions. They're dying because he lied. I'm calling for the mayor to resign immediately, and I'm calling for a new emergency government, one that will tell the truth, one that will act decisively. We need leadership, real leadership, not politicians worried about re-election. I'm also calling for federal intervention. This is beyond our city's ability to handle. We need CDC, we need FEMA, we need military support, not to quarantine us, not to trap us, but to help us, to bring resources, to coordinate a real response. And Danny, I want to thank you. You've done more tonight than our entire government has done all week. You've informed people, given them hope, helped them survive. You're a hero. Don't let anyone tell you different. Councilwoman Torres, thank you. That means a lot. But I'm just doing my job, telling the truth. That's what journalists should do. What we all should do. Councilwoman Torres, well, you're doing it right. Keep it up. And everyone listening, call your representatives. Demand action. Demand truth. Demand better. We're citizens. We have power. Use it. Councilwoman, I will. We all will. Thank you for your courage. One more call before the break. This is Helen Pritchard. Wait. Pritchard. Are you related to George Pritchard, the man who's been watching Building 7? Helen. Yes. George is my husband. And Danny, I'm calling because something terrible happened. George went outside an hour ago. I begged him not to, but he's stubborn. He wanted to get a closer look at the building. Take more sketches. He thought he could help. Give information to the people hunting these things. He took his flashlight, his notebook. He promised he'd be back in 10 minutes. That was 90 minutes ago. I've been calling his cell phone. Nothing. I looked out the window. I can't see him anywhere. I'm scared, Danny. I think they got him. I think my husband is gone. Helen, have you called the police? Helen, yes. They said they'd send someone, but nobody's come yet. They're overwhelmed. Too many calls. Too many emergencies. I don't know what to do. Should I go look for him? Should I wait? I can't just sit here. I can't lose him. Danny, Helen, listen to me. Do not go outside. Do not leave your house. Lock all doors and windows. Turn on every light. Stay where you can be seen. If George comes back, if he knocks on the door, do not let him in until you're absolutely certain it's really him. Not until daylight. Do you understand? Helen, what? Why would I not let my own husband in? Danny, Helen, if they caught him, if they turned him, he's not your husband anymore. He's infected. He's dangerous. I know that's horrible to hear, but you have to protect yourself. You have to survive. For George, for yourself. Please promise me you'll stay inside. Stay safe. Helen, I don't know. I can't believe this is happening. This can't be real. Danny, I know, but it is real, and you have to be strong. Sarah is going to stay on the line with you, keep you company, keep you safe, okay? Helen, okay. Thank you, Danny. Please find my husband. Please bring him back. Danny, we'll try, Helen. We'll try. We need a break. I need to breathe. This is getting harder. But we're not stopping. We're seeing this through. Stay with Night Drive Radio, 3 a.m., the darkest hour. They say it's always darkest before the dawn. I hope that's true, because right now, it feels pretty damn dark. This is Danny Masters on Night Drive Radio. Still here, still broadcasting, still fighting alongside all of you. Before we continue, I need to share something personal. My hands are shaking. I've had 3 cups of coffee and I can still barely hold the microphone steady. I'm exhausted, I'm scared, but I'm also more awake than I've ever been in my life. This is what matters. This is what radio is supposed to be. Connection, truth, community. Sarah just brought in more messages. We've received over 1,000 emails in the past 3 hours. 1,000. People sharing their stories, their fears, their hope. I can't read them all, but I'll share a few. One email is from a teacher. She's at home with her 2 kids. She's been listening all night. She says she's not religious, but she's drawn crosses on all her windows with lipstick. She's put garlic cloves on the windowsills. She's doing everything she can to protect her children. And she wants me to know that she believes. She believes in fighting back. She believes we'll survive. Another email from a veteran. He served in Iraq. He says he's seen combat. He's faced death. But this is different. This is scarier because the enemy looks human, talks human, used to be human. He's offering his services to Detective Chen's group. He has weapons, training, experience. He's ready to fight. A third email from a young woman, college student. She says her roommate came home 3 nights ago acting strange. Cold skin, refused to eat, slept all day. The girl thought her roommate was just sick. But last night, the roommate tried to bite her. Actually lunged at her with teeth bared. The girl locked herself in her bedroom, climbed out the window. She's at a friend's house now. She's going to Gentech in the morning, getting tested, making sure she wasn't infected. She wants others to know, watch for the signs. Don't assume it's just the flu. Don't wait. These messages, they're heartbreaking and inspiring at the same time. People are scared, but they're not giving up. They're fighting, they're adapting, they're surviving. That's what humans do. We survive. Let's take more calls. This is Detective Chen again. Detective, what's the update? Detective Chen, Danny, we've made progress. Big progress. We found the entrance to Victor Dragon's lair. It's in the basement of Building 7, just like we suspected. But it's hidden, behind a false wall. The construction workers accidentally broke through it when they were renovating. That's how Victor got free. That's when this all started. We've been inside. Just a quick reconnaissance. We didn't go deep. Too dangerous without preparation. But we saw enough. There are tunnels, old tunnels. They run under the whole downtown area. Probably built in the 1800s, maybe earlier. They connect to the sewers, to other basements, to abandoned buildings. That's how the vampires are moving around without being seen. They're traveling underground. We found evidence of habitation, coffins, at least 20 of them, old ones and new ones. The new ones are for the recently turned. They're building an army, just like Professor Ward said. We counted maybe 15 vampires down there, maybe more. It's hard to tell in the dark. But here's the important part. We found Victor. We saw him. He was sleeping in a large coffin, ornate, covered in symbols. The same symbols from the walls, protection wards. Except these are working. They're protecting him, making him stronger. He's drawing power from them somehow, using magic or science or something we don't understand. We need to destroy that coffin, break those symbols, take away his power source, then we can kill him. But it won't be easy. The tunnels are guarded. The other vampires patrol constantly. And Victor himself, he's powerful, more powerful than the others, faster, stronger, smarter. We're going back tomorrow night. No, tonight. It's already Thursday. We're going in at sunset. Before they wake up fully, before they're at full strength, we'll have maybe an hour, 60 minutes to find Victor, destroy him, get out alive. It's risky, it's probably suicide, but it's our only chance. Detective Chen, how many people are going with you? Detective Chen, we have 30 volunteers, cops, soldiers, civilians, all trained, all armed. We have flamethrowers, wooden stakes, holy water, silver bullets, UV lights, everything that might work. We've studied the old texts, consulted with experts. We're as prepared as we can be. But Danny, I need to be honest. Some of us won't make it out. Maybe all of us won't make it out. These things are killers. They're predators. And we're invading their nest. Their home. They'll fight with everything they have. If we fail, if we all die, you need to tell our story. Tell the world what we tried to do, and tell people to run. Get out of the city. Get as far away as possible. Because if Victor isn't stopped, this won't stay contained. It'll spread. City to city, state to state, country to country. It'll be the end of everything. Detective Chen, I'll tell your story, I promise. But you're going to make it. You have to make it. We need you. Your husband needs you. You're going to find him, save him, bring him home. Detective Chen, I hope so, Danny. God, I hope so. But if I don't, tell him I tried. Tell him I loved him. Tell him I never gave up. Danny, I will. Everyone listening, Detective Chen and her team are heroes. Real heroes. They're risking everything to save us. To save this city. Remember them. Honor them. And if you're the praying type, pray for them. They need all the help they can get. Next caller. This is Father Miguel. Father, what's happening at the church? Father Miguel, Danny, we're holding strong. We have over 100 people here now. It's crowded, but everyone is safe. We've been praying together. All faiths, all beliefs. Christian, Jewish, Muslim, Hindu, Buddhist, even atheists who just needed community. We're united, we're family, and something miraculous is happening. The vampires tried to attack us an hour ago. A group of them, 6 or 7. They came to the church doors, pounded on them, screamed, demanded we let them in, but they couldn't enter. They couldn't even touch the doors. When they got close, they burned. Smoke rose from their hands, their skin blistered. They screamed in pain and ran away. The holy ground works. The protection is real. Faith has power. Prayer has power. Love has power. These things, these vampires, they're creatures of hate, of hunger, of death. They can't exist where there's love, where there's hope, where there's community. We're gonna make it through this, Danny. All of us, together. Because we're stronger than they are. We have something they don't. Humanity, compassion, souls. They're just empty shells, hollow things. They can kill our bodies, but they can't kill our spirits. Father Miguel, that's beautiful, Father. That's exactly what we need to hear. Thank you. Thank you for being a light in the darkness. Father Miguel, thank you, Danny. You're a light too. Don't forget that. Keep shining. Keep broadcasting. Keep giving people hope. That's your calling. That's your purpose. And you're doing it perfectly. One more caller. This is... Wait. The number isn't showing up. Unknown caller. Should I take this? Sarah's shaking her head. She thinks it might be dangerous. But you know what? We're past the point of safety. We're all in danger. Let's see who it is. Unknown caller, you're on the air. Unknown. Hello, Danny. I've been listening to your show all night. Very entertaining. Very dramatic. You've done well. Really got people worked up. Got them scared. Got them organized. You're quite the little hero. Danny, who is this? Unknown. You don't know me, but I know you. I know everyone who's listening. I know your fears, your weaknesses, your blood types. I can smell you through the radio waves. Metaphorically speaking, of course. My name is Victor Dragon. Yes, the Victor Dragon. The one you've all been talking about. The monster under your bed. The nightmare in the basement. And I wanted to call in, set the record straight, give you my side of the story. You've been spreading lies about me, Danny, calling me evil, a killer, a plague. But I'm not evil. I'm natural. I'm evolution. I'm the next step in human development. Stronger, faster, immortal. Why would I apologize for being superior? Your people locked me away for a century, trapped me in darkness, starved me, tortured me. And for what? Because I fed? Because I survived? Lions don't apologize to gazelles. Sharks don't apologize to fish. Predators don't apologize to prey. And now I'm free. Finally free. And yes, I'm building an army. Because I learned my lesson. Last time, I was alone, vulnerable. This time, I'll have numbers, power. I'll create enough of us that you humans can't fight back, can't hunt us, can't cage us again. Danny, you're not gonna win. Victor, we don't have to win. We just have to stop you, kill you, end this. Unknown. You can try. That little detective and her band of heroes, I know about them. I know their plan. I've been listening too, you see, and I'll be waiting, ready. They'll walk into my lair, and they won't walk out. They'll join us, become us, serve me forever. But Danny, I like you. You're entertaining. So I'm going to make you an offer. Join me, voluntarily. I'll turn you myself. Make you powerful. Give you eternity. You could broadcast forever, be the voice of the new world, my world. All you have to do is invite me in. I'm outside your radio station right now. I can hear your heartbeat through the walls. Hear your blood pumping. Open the door. Let me in. Accept your destiny. Danny, I'd rather die. Unknown. Oh, you will die. Eventually. Everyone in that station will die. Maybe not tonight, maybe not tomorrow. But soon. I have time. Eternity, remember? I can wait. But your listeners, they don't have time. Every second you waste, more of them die. More of them turn. More of them become mine. Think about that. Your pride, your stubbornness. It's killing them. Danny, get off my show. You're not welcome here. Unknown, I'll go. For now. But Danny, remember this. You can't stop what's coming. You can't stop me. I am inevitable. I am eternal. I am death itself. And I'm hungry. The line went dead. He's gone. But he was here. Right outside. Mr. Harrison is checking the security cameras. He sees nothing. The vampire doesn't show up on camera. Of course he doesn't. He's playing with us, terrorizing us. But you know what? I'm not scared. Well, I am. I'm terrified. But I'm also angry. Really angry. How dare he threaten us? How dare he threaten my listeners? You people are under my protection. And I'll be damned if I let some century-old bloodsucker hurt you. We're gonna take a break. A short one. I need to gather my thoughts. Figure out our next move. When we come back, we finish this. We end this story, one way or another. Stay with Night Drive Radio. Stay alive. 4 a.m. The night is almost over. Dawn is coming. And with it, hope. This is Danny Masters on Night Drive Radio, broadcasting what might be my final show. If you're just tuning in, welcome to the end of the world. Or maybe the beginning of a new one. We'll find out soon. Victor Dragon called us. The Vampire King himself. He threatened me. Threatened all of you. But threats don't scare me anymore. You know why? Because we're all in this together. Every listener, every volunteer, every person fighting back. We're family now, and families protect each other. Sarah just handed me a note. Detective Chen's team is mobilizing. They're heading into Building 7 right now. It's still dark. They have maybe 90 minutes before sunrise, before the vampires are at full strength. They're going in with everything they have. Flamethrowers, stakes, holy water, and determination. Pure human determination. We're gonna stay on the air until they succeed. or until they fall. We're going to bear witness, honor their sacrifice. And if they fail, we'll warn everyone to run, to evacuate, to survive any way they can. But I don't think they'll fail. You want to know why? Because I believe in humanity. I believe in our ability to adapt, to fight, to win. We've survived ice ages, plagues, wars, disasters. We've climbed to the top of the food chain through intelligence and cooperation, and we're not giving that up to some blood-sucking parasites from the 1800s. Let's take some final calls. Last chance to be heard. Last chance to share your story. This is Margaret from West End. Margaret, talk to me. Margaret, Danny, I'm 78 years old. I've lived through a lot. World War II when I was a baby, the Cold War, 9/11, pandemics, economic collapses. I've seen humanity at its worst and at its best. And tonight, I'm seeing us at our best again. People helping each other, protecting each other, fighting together. It makes me proud. Proud to be human. Proud to be alive. Whatever happens next, remember this night. Remember what we did, how we stood together. That's our legacy. That's who we are. Margaret, thank you. That's beautiful. You're right. This is who we are. This is humanity at its finest. Next caller. This is Officer Rodriguez. Officer, you okay? Officer Rodriguez, I'm with Detective Chen's team. We're at Building 7. We're about to go in. I wanted to call one last time. Let people know what we're doing. Why we're doing it. I'm a cop because I want to protect people. That's my job, my calling. And tonight, I'm doing exactly that. If I don't make it out, tell my mom I love her. Tell her I died doing what I believed in, fighting evil, protecting the innocent, being a hero. Danny, officer, you're already a hero. You've been a hero all night. Come back safe, please. Officer Rodriguez, I'll try. Danny, I'll try real hard. Okay, we're moving in. I have to go. Keep broadcasting. Keep the light on for us. The line went dead. They're inside. They're in the tunnels, right now. Facing vampires, facing Victor, fighting for all of us. God be with them, all the gods. Every prayer, every hope, every bit of strength we can send them. Let's take another call while we wait. This is the anonymous pharmaceutical worker from earlier. Do you have an update? Anonymous. Yes. The serum is ready. Full production starts at dawn. We're bypassing all the normal approval processes. Emergency authorization. We'll have 10,000 doses by noon. 50,000 by tomorrow. Enough to treat everyone who's been infected. Everyone who can still be saved. Distribution centers are being set up at every hospital, every clinic. Free treatment for anyone who needs it. We did it, Danny. We actually did it. Danny, that's incredible. That's the best news I've heard all night. You're saving lives. You're giving people hope. Thank you. Thank you so much. Anonymous, thank you, Danny. You kept people alive long enough for us to finish. You gave us time. You're the real hero here. I don't feel like a hero. I feel like a guy with a microphone who got lucky, but I'll take it. Next caller, this is Gentek CEO, Rebecca Stiles. Miss Stiles, welcome. Rebecca, Danny, I wanted to personally thank you for spreading the word about our cure. We've been overwhelmed with responses. People are already lining up outside our facility. We're starting treatment at sunrise, and I want to make a promise. Everyone gets treated. Rich, poor, insured, uninsured, everyone. This isn't about profit. This is about survival, about humanity. We're all in this together. And Danny, I'm authorizing a $1 million donation to your radio station. You've provided a public service tonight. You've saved lives. You deserve recognition, compensation, support. Danny, Miss Stiles, that's very generous. But donate it to the victims, the families of people who've been taken, the people who've lost everything. They need it more than we do. Rebecca, I respect that. We'll split it. Half to victims, half to your station. You need to keep operating, keep broadcasting. The world needs voices like yours, truth tellers, light bearers. Don't argue with me. It's done. Danny, thank you, Miss Stiles. You're doing amazing work. Keep it up. Another call. This is Professor Ward. Professor, any updates? Professor Ward, I'm monitoring the situation at Building 7. I have contacts with Detective Chen's team. They've found Victor's chamber. They're setting up the flamethrowers, preparing the attack. But there's a problem. Victor isn't in his coffin. He's awake. He knew they were coming. He's prepared a trap. The team is surrounded. 15 vampires, maybe 20. They're circling, getting ready to attack. The team has formed a defensive position, back to back, weapons ready. But they're outnumbered, outmatched. They need help. They need a miracle. Danny, Can we do anything? Can we help them? Professor Ward, pray. Danny, that's all we can do. Pray and hope. Hope that human courage is enough. Hope that good triumphs over evil. Hope that the sun rises in time. Everyone listening, close your eyes. Say a prayer. Send positive energy. Whatever you believe in, send it to that building. Send it to those heroes. They need us. They need our faith, our strength, our love. Do it now, all of us together. One thought, one hope, one prayer. We can do this. We have to do this. I'm closing my eyes. I'm praying. God, if you're listening, if you're real, if you care at all about humanity, help them. Give them strength. Give them courage. Give them victory. Please, please don't let the darkness win. Not tonight, not ever. Amen. My phone is ringing. It's Detective Chen. I'm putting her on speaker. Detective? Detective, can you hear me? Detective Chen, Danny, we're pinned down. They're everywhere. We've killed 5 of them. But there's more. So many more. We're running out of ammunition. Out of options. Victor is toying with us. He's laughing. Actually laughing. He thinks he's won. But Danny, we're not giving up. We're gonna fight to the last person, the last bullet, the last breath. We're gonna hurt them, hurt him, make them pay for every life they've taken. If we die fighting. Tell my husband I love him. Tell him I'm sorry. Tell him to survive, to live, to be happy. Promise me, Danny. Promise me you'll tell him. Danny, I promise. But Detective, you're gonna tell him yourself. You're gonna make it. You hear me? You're gonna win. I believe in you. We all believe in you. There's noise in the background. Screaming, gunfire, explosions, fire, then silence. The line is still connected, but nobody's talking. I hear breathing, heavy breathing, then a voice. Not Detective Chen, someone else, someone male. Unknown voice, Danny. Is that you? Danny, who is this? Unknown voice, it's Marcus. Marcus Chen, the construction worker. I'm here. I've been here the whole time. Trapped, turned, lost. But I heard my wife's voice. She came for me. She came to save me. And something broke inside me. Something woke up. The real me. Under all the hunger, under all the darkness, I'm still here. I attacked them. The other vampires. I fought on the human side, against my own kind. It hurt, Danny. God, it hurt. But I did it. I helped. I turned the tide. We've killed most of them. The team is advancing. They're moving toward Victor. He's retreating. He's scared. The great Victor Dragan is actually scared. Detective Chen is leading the charge. She's amazing, Danny. So brave. So strong. I'm so proud of her. So grateful. She didn't give up on me. Even when she should have. Even when I wasn't human anymore. She still believed. There's hope, Danny. Even for the turned. Even for monsters like me. There's still a piece of humanity left. Buried deep. But it's there. Love can reach it. Love can wake it up. Love can save us. I have to go. Have to help. Have to finish this. Tell the world what happened here. Tell them love wins. Always. No matter how dark it gets, love wins. The line went dead. I'm crying. I can't help it. Tears are streaming down my face. Sarah's crying too. Mr. Harrison is crying. We're all crying. Because that was beautiful. That was hope. Real hope. If Marcus can fight back, if he can resist the infection, if love can save him, then we can win. We will win. Humanity will survive. We always do. The phone is ringing again. It's Professor Ward. Professor, what's happening? Professor Ward, they did it. They killed Victor. Detective Chen herself. She staked him. Drove a wooden stake through his heart. He screamed. A horrible sound, like 1,000 dying animals. Then he crumbled, turned to dust. Just dust. After more than a century of terror, he's gone. Dead. Truly dead. The other vampires, the ones who were fully turned, they died too. Collapsed when Victor fell. Like puppets with cut strings, the connection was severed. Without their master, they couldn't survive. Only the newly turned ones survived. The ones who still had humanity left. Like Marcus, maybe 24 of them. Confused, scared, but alive. And human. Still human enough to save. The team is evacuating them now. Getting them to Gentech. Getting them the cure. They'll be okay. They'll all be okay. The nightmare is over, Danny. We won. Humanity won. Good triumphed over evil. The sun is rising and we're still here. We survived. I can see it through the window. The sun, beautiful orange light creeping over the horizon. Dawn, the most beautiful dawn I've ever seen. It's over. It's really over. Everyone listening, We did it. We survived. We fought back. We won. The vampires are gone. The city is safe. Our people are safe. We can go home. We can rest. We can live. Thank you. Thank you for staying with me all night. Thank you for believing, for fighting, for hoping. You're all heroes. Every single one of you. You're the reason we won. You're the reason humanity survives. Remember this night. Remember what we did together. Remember that when things get dark, we have each other. Always. This is Danny Masters, signing off from Night Drive Radio. The sun has risen, the nightmare has ended, and we're still here. We're still alive. We're still human. And we always will be. Good morning, everyone. Good morning to this beautiful, vampire-free world. Get some sleep, hug your families, live your lives. You've earned it. Until next time, stay safe, stay human, stay strong. This is Night Drive Radio, and we're out.